Ahoy hoy! And welcome to Players in Book, where I get to DM for some of the greatest players in the world. There's laughter, and I don't under what's going on.
Look in the bottom left-hand corner.
What
Oh.
is that?
Oh, it's on the
What?
stream.
Oh,
I don't
jeez.
have the stream open.
Happy birthday!
Yes, it is our year streamiversary. Is that the right
Yes.
word?
Yes.
Yes.
We've been streaming for a full year now, which is
Wild.
kind of crazy.
Unbelievable.
Here we are. Let's go ahead and do our credits real quick. Cartography by Shay and Peku, cartography by Shay and Peku Sci-Fi, maps by Luke Stratton, maps by Eightfold Paper, music by Tabletop Audio, character tokens by Greek 46, custom tokens by Shay and Peku Tokens, overlay art by Packstream, custom world map by Frecklesketches, and logo and character art by Luke McCay. Special thank you to Billith and Strike Red Kite, our moderators, for the chat. And Katie, you've got a lot of stuff, I think.
I have a thing or two, yeah. Hi everybody, I am Katie Downey, aka Goblin Katie. I am playing the complicated Triton College of Eloquence bard Tallulah, as she's currently known. I want to give a quick shout out to Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm. We appreciate their support so much. Unfortunately, I did not get a code request in for soon enough for this week, so you can blame me. We don't have a code. I'm sorry. Come at me. We'll fight. Anyways, so we've got that going on. Want to give a quick shout out to our moderators, Billith and Strike Red Kite. We appreciate you guys. And in light of our 1-year stream anniversary, we are excited to announce that we are launching a Patreon and a Discord. So if you are a subscriber to our stream here on Twitch, you will have access when we turn it on this week. If you are not subscribing here and you would prefer, you can become a Patreon supporter. And for the $5 tier, you will be added to the same Discord channels as our wonderful subscribers. We do have a 0 tier if you follow us for free. We can add you to the Discord as well, but you won't get in on the super secret channels. So that's just a little extra seasoning to entice you. But we appreciate all the support. You guys have been absolutely amazing and wonderful, and we really appreciate you, and you've asked for it, so here you go. Watch our socials. We're looking for it to go live middle of this week, so keep an eye out. And thank you for the hype train! Yay!
Are we still in
Lauren?
the wrong boxes?
Are people in the wrong boxes?
Oh,
yeah, they
I
are.
am.
They're not to adjust everybody in the over.
That's okay. Before you do that, who are you and who you playing? And
I
then-
am. Oh, I led with that. I'm Katie Downey, aka Goblin Katie, and I am playing. Wait. Oh, I'm in the right place. Tallulah. I just need to switch you two. I think 3. Okay.
3, yeah.
Wait.
So-
While we're being switched around, because I don't know where I am anymore, but I do know that I'm here, and at the moment I am Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com. But today I'm playing Fairlos, who is a tabaxi cleric.
That was perfect because you just made it into your box.
The pause was so good.
Timing. It's all about timing and luck. I'm playing Fairlos, tabaxi cleric, who, now that we're on our way, is at the very least feeling a little more confident about her abilities to keep everybody safe. Because at least this she has the ability to do, and the Fae people, she has nothing. So this is better.
Yay! And we love her
Yay.
fuzz butt.
Yeah, but don't tell her that.
Whoa.
Don't call her a fuzzbutt to her face. 'Cause
Whoa.
No,
That'll
that's our
definitely-
below decks nickname.
Careless's below decks are none of anybody's business.
You ever have that moment and where a character in the back of your head is having a very different reaction to something that you as a person are?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself because I'm having a crisis of conscience at the moment.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Existential crisis, and we haven't even actually gotten into the episode yet.
Maybe
we're
it's
on
not the
brand.
game. Maybe it's us.
It's always been us. It's always been us.
Oh no.
All right, Latia.
This is why we're here.
Wait, is it me? I thought it was.
Oh, it's Jen, right?
It is.
Yeah,
Me?
Jen.
Oh,
Sorry.
Hi. Hello, I am Jen Kretschmer. You can find me on the interwebs as dreamwisp.bisky.social, dreamwisp Jen on Twitch, dreamwisp on most of the places, and today I am playing Rivulet, who brings all of the philosophy everywhere she goes, and trouble along with said philosophy. I have a very, very, very cool thing that I am incredibly proud of that I am announcing this week, I think, that I've been working on really hard, which is why I'm not coherent as a human being. But please, please keep an eye out for that, because it's very cool. Those
Now
were
it's my-
words.
They were very good words,
were
and in the
words.
right
Yes,
order.
it's Latia's turn.
Yes, but I'm going to acknowledge your words that were put in the correct order. So,
Thank you.
I am Latia Jaquise. You can find me all across the internet at Latia Jaquise because that's my name, and it's really cool to have a unique one. Lately I've been thinking like, what if I hyphenated them like Raven Simone? But I don't think I'm gonna do that yet. And then I just have one name.
One real long name.
Right, one real long name. But today I'm playing Essequa Havenwright.
Okay. And I think we're back.
Ah,
It should be back.
how much did we
Hi.
miss of Latia's?
Yeah, I said a whole lot there.
You did,
so
and
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna-
know when it cut out.
That's okay. I'm gonna summarize it. Hi, I'm Latia. I have a unique name that I'm thinking of singularizing. I'm playing Essequa. She's a dragonborn blade singing wizard. I'm gonna be at Gen Con. If you're gonna be at Gen Con, you should find me and say hi. I'm wearing a very unique hat, and if you don't know what it looks like, then I don't know what to tell you, except maybe what the hat looks like.
It's a good hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, if you follow Latia on the socials, you might see Latia at previous places in the hat.
In the
and
hat.
and you get daily deos.
And then you get daily Dio. So like
Do get
bonus.
Yes.
Mhm.
Dio will not be at Gen Con. I'm not gonna put him through that.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of
yeah.
people.
It's a lot of people for a
A
dog,
lot of
yeah.
people. Alrighty. Okay,
All right. Are we good?
we're good.
Yeah.
We seem to be
Okay,
holding
cool,
stable.
cool. And again, I am Jeremiah Sumerian. I have a game on Start Playing that is running now Wednesdays. Used to be Tuesdays, now it's Wednesdays. With an extra slot open. So if you want to get involved in that, I think there's a code for chat. I think it's exclamation sim game.
Exclamation sim game.
And yeah, just give that a look, and I'm gonna get right into our session summary for last episode.
Oh, I didn't read it.
It will now be read to you in the style of Jeremiah Sumerian.
Yes.
This is episode 32 of Player and Book's first campaign, The Secondhand Souls, previously on Players and Book. Free will is complicated. You think people make choices? No. People think they make choices. They think they're going to steer right or steer left, but they didn't build the roads. The big choices already got made for them a long time ago. Brennan Lee Mulligan. That's what I don't. Okay, so like a socially awkward artificial god has a spontaneous conversation for the first time in a while, and it's kind of a nightmare.
You're welcome.
It was appropriate for the day.
Everyone wakes up And over breakfast, oaths are declared to save someone the rest of the souls haven't met yet, the magician's nephew. The magician appreciates this, but he's still worried. The rest of the souls go upstairs and oversee the installation of a gift from the Duke Jameau. A magical figurehead is attached to the ship, and now hitting the ship will be much harder, and the crew aboard the lessons learned cannot be knocked off it unless they wish to be. Around the time the figurehead is finished installing, the battle around the island begins. Every pirate fleet appears on the horizon, following this Vespucci into battle. Just before the battle, the scholar talks to the ship and gives it a nightmarish thought. Before the captain with no name, the queen above, arrives. The poet invokes her favor, and the king below arrives. Actually, yeah, that's the right way. I was like, wait, did I get the orders right? Yes. It becomes pretty clear this is a dance they've gone through before, and a favor to allow the lessons learned to go underwater is granted. The two fairy monarchs leave to get involved in the now ongoing battle, leaving the souls to take their next steps. It is 8:24 a.m. on Heart's Day, the 27th of Dreams. The sun is still up and will be for quite some time, and I have no idea what's going to happen next.
Free will is chaos.
So you guys watch as the Vespucci just sort of takes off and then dives under the water.
Ooh.
As it reaches the actual outlet of the river into the ocean.
The estuary.
There's a lot of words, and I was like, I'm just gonna say outlet.
I think Fairlos is already like pulling the anchor and getting us ready to go because this is our opportunity to kind of do the same. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's get this underway and find out whether this new ability of our ship works or not, and see if we can make ourselves not seen. And she'll kind of look over at Kara.
Right. He sits down. He casts a spell. It takes about a minute. And as far as you guys can tell, nothing changes. He just looks up and goes,
If
Okay,
I
it's done.
send up either Snonky or one of
Right.
my animal friends to look, what do they see?
the ship is invisible. There is no wake. There is no divot in the water where the ship should be. It is like there is no ship.
There's not even a
Beautiful.
divot.
No divot.
That's dope.
We are divotless.
Kara's
Sans divot.
that good. Yeah.
Is it not working? Oh, my Snonky button's not working.
So Tallulah has already given us the location of where we're supposed to dock once we get there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Sort
yeah,
of like a back area.
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna
maybe-
take them through one of the
You're probably not gonna dock at the city, but like a little ways off, and then make your way
and then
through.
use some of the back roads and stuff I know
Yeah.
to get in.
okay.
Ah.
And then did we decide, are we leaving the ship there and everybody is coming, or is like Kara staying with the ship and the rest of us are disembarking? I can't remember.
Haven't
don't
really
decide on
discussed
that
it, I
yet.
don't think.
Okay.
You'll have time on the trip. If you
Yeah,
want
okay.
to.
So yeah, I guess then Fairlos would mention that, well, hopefully nothing will happen in the next however long it's going to take us to get there. We're going to start sneaking. Let's think about what exactly we want to do when we get there. And I'm
Well-
going to try to take the boat under the water.
Fair enough. You want to get probably out of the river first, right? So you're gonna
Yeah.
sail the invisible ship out into the actual ocean.
I will follow basically the same thing that the Vespucci did. I will go until we get to, and then
One thing you'll notice about the area as you do go underwater, so you are submerged underwater, and there an air bubble appears around the top of your ship.
I was wondering what was going to happen. That's cool.
cool.
That's so cool.
And it's basically there's an invisible wall keeping water out and air in.
Mhm.
And you guys go underwater, and one thing you start to immediately notice is that visibility goes down considerably once you're under the water.
That makes sense.
And you can kind of see a little bit. One thing you would know
Is that
as
is that true for those of us who are from undersea
to
locations
the
as
same
well?
degree, yes. It's always been like that, just because of the volume of water between you and what you need to see.
Mhm.
Now you guys are all relatively experienced sailors, some of you more than others, but you would know that the area directly around the island is probably not deep enough for you to like go deep or whatever. There's maybe like 2 to 3 ships heights worth of water, and that's about it.
Mhm.
Until you get off of the, it's not a continental shelf, but it's a lot like that, where you need to get out into the actual ocean. But yeah, you do go underwater, and you have your air bubble around the top of your ship. You hear the sounds of cannon fire above, and on the level that you were at as well.
Oh, sure. Brescian ships.
Yeah. And that is also when I will be just to
Oh.
try be casting locate object. And for the next 10 minutes, keeping my senses out for submarines.
That's fair. Let's move you to this map, and hopefully I've done everything right.
Map.
I would like applause, please. Because
Okay.
I remember to take it out of studio mode before I switched.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
a grown-up.
just gonna check that you guys should only see like a little bubble
Yes.
down at the
Mhm.
bottom of this map. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. I've done it correctly. I believe all of you can move this ship. Let's make sure you're on
Yes.
the grid. Yeah, okay. You can move it to the sides. You can move it. Okay. This ship has 5 squares of movement
Okay.
per round, and we are going to go into an initiative roll. Furlish, you're captaining the ship, so I believe it would make sense for you to roll the initiative for the ship.
Okay.
Just roll a d20 and add 5.
Okay, I was about to say, do we have to use my initiative? Because all right, so it's an 18 on the die, so it's 23.
23.
Nice.
All right, you're high in the initiative order.
Good job, boss.
Add you to
The ship is much more dexterous than I am.
There we go.
23. I pre-rolled everything else's so that we would, because there's a lot, and I didn't want
Hey.
us to take too much time.
Hey, are you a DM out there who is gonna do lots of combats? You can pre-roll. You
Yeah.
have that. You
Yeah.
can do
Yep.
that.
This
is not a-
happy.
This is not a bonus action, but pre-rolling for combat is such a great thing to do, and you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
We endorse it here at Players and Book.
All right, so I'm going to be lessons learned gets to go first in this, regardless, and then we'll get into initiative order. So you have 5 squares of movement. You can go up. If you want to go back, you'd be going back up the river and back above water.
So if we have 5 squares of movement, that's each square is how much? How?
If you click on the token, you can move it with the arrow keys.
Oh no! What I'm trying to ask is,
Oh.
like, obviously it's not 5 feet of movement. How
Oh,
much?
it's I think it's 30. I had the number set down. I think it might be 50. I think it's 50. I think.
Okay. Just to give me a rough estimate of how far my detect.
I put this in some notes somewhere, but it was like 3 weeks ago. I apologize.
Nope, that's
I set
fair.
this up.
That is totally fair. So yeah, my locate object gets me out to 1,000 feet, which I know.
It's
Is
the
still
side of your
uncomf-
visibility.
Yeah,
That's the area of visibility on the map.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So actually, it's definitely not 50 feet. Let's measure that real quick, because it's a radius of, it's a diameter or radius. I think it's
I
radius.
believe-
Diameter is
Circumference.
around.
Yeah. Diameter is diameter
Radius is
both
radius is
sides.
from the center to
Radius
the-
is from the
across,
center to the side.
Circumference is around.
Yeah,
radius is the
Yeah.
half.
Yeah,
In from the center point
They-
out.
Man.
They are all correct. In this case, the fine folks at Wizards of the Coast have seen fit to be very specific and said objects within 1,000 feet of you.
Right, so it's a radius.
So we don't even have to worry about any of that. It's just,
So on this map, it's showing 40 feet from the center to the edge of your visibility. So that's the conversion. Your 1,000 feet becomes 40 feet on this.
Perfect. Okay. And am I? Does Lauren know? Are we just going straight to get to where we need to go?
I mean, you know a general direction that you need to go
Why
into.
don't I handle steering the ship, since I know where we're going?
Or at the very least, I'll steer you. You navigate. Tell me where to
Right, that's
go.
what I'm saying. Like, right, yes, you steer. I'll tell you how to get where you're going. So you want to go about 30 degrees northwest from here.
Northwest. Okay, so
I actually have no clue if that's correct, Sumerian. I just remembered we have a map and I could
No,
float.
that's yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
3, 4, 5. So we'll do that.
Okay.
At some point, someone's gonna say you sunk my battleship, and it's gonna make me so.
I'm loving the battleship vibes of this.
So as you guys end your turn, you spot just on the periphery of your actual vision, a familiar long serpent dragon, pink.
Hey.
And then you hear cannons very nearby. In fact, I'm going to ping you, which is perfect for this exact type of thing.
Hang on. Okay.
You hear cannon fire from that location.
From the north. Okay.
Is there a
And
way to, like, mark? No. Okay. Ooh.
yeah, there is. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you can
there
go on.
is.
Absolutely.
Can we mark? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a draw tool, and so you should be
Ah,
able
okay.
to just.
Just adding on I'm just trying to math out what each of the squares is. So we have 40 feet equaling 1,000.
Yes.
You said one was about where that pink.
Yep. You're
Okay.
correct. And the
And
other
can you
one
ping the
is
S- s-
over here.
How many squares is it for that 40 feet? So that would be,
I
is that
didn't-
8 squares?
It looks. Yeah, it is. It's
I
5
didn't see the
times.
second
No.
ping.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll ping again. I'll actually force
Okay.
move.
I'm going to do this then to note the direction of it, since we can't actually see the thing itself. That way we have an idea of where in the distance they're pinging. Not necessarily how far away they are, but
And
direction.
you do see the dragon as it's passing through fairly quickly is definitely hit by something and then keeps moving.
Does it look like it actually hurt him?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on a mission.
And we need to stay hidden.
Mhm. But if they kill that thing, I'm coming for him.
I have a feeling if they kill that dragon, there will be a lot of people coming for them. I also trust that dragon has been alive long enough that it knows when to skedaddle before that happens.
This is true, but if that worked all the time, no one would die in battle.
Oh, dragons have a lot more options than we do.
This is very true. Right. Continuing! Captain, where are we going?
Well,
You tell
give me
me.
a second. One of the subs is going to move inside your detect object range.
Huh.
Oh.
So because I have to stay at the back of the ship to steer,
Mhm.
I think I have to.
Who's the most perceptive of us?
It's
trying
probably
to-
going to be Riv or Furlos.
Yeah, probably one of
Yeah.
us.
I've only got a +6, so.
That's pretty good, actually.
Right.
So every square is 25.
There we
Not
go.
bad.
Okay. That's why I said when I said 30, I was like,
I-
that is
I think my math might be wrong. I was an English major, but
yeah, maths. I just I don't have the
but
maths for it.
I think that's right.
I worked it out way back, but then I
But see, if
didn't put it
all
in
of
my main
us are
notes.
better at English than math, then it's absolutely right.
Exactly.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I made sure that the everything was visible, so I can see it. That's the important part.
There you go.
So if Tallulah's with me because I'm getting directions to where we're going from Tallulah, of Essequa and Riv, which one of you, or would both of you be towards the front of the ship?
I mean, I definitely would be. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
and for the sake of y'all's knowledge, you see there's two circles technically. There's the visibility circle, and then
Mhm.
there's some sort of like light circle.
Is that
The
normal
lights-
and dim?
No, the light circle in the smaller one is your cannon range.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that's clever. Okay.
That's great.
I see what you're doing here.
So since the two of you are at the front of the ship, I'm going to point where I'm sensing the submarine.
Okay.
And I'm going to point towards it, knowing that you might not be able to see it yet, but at least give you the heads up. Submarine right there in front of us. Sim, I should be able to get if it's moving, I should be able to get a direction it's moving.
Yeah.
Which way?
It's moving towards southwest, but more south than southwest. So
I mean, it would be on the ship if we were to draw a map and just have little figurines on it to indicate which way things were, like where things were in our vicinity as things appeared, maybe.
If you wanted to do-
Cara Deeg is going to do an illusion and
Mhm.
create that exact table that Rivulet just described.
I wasn't sure if the illusions were going to
Nice.
show up or not, so I wanted to make sure it was safe on the ship to do so.
Perfect. So yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll point. I'll assume that either I can reach where it is or I can point accurately enough.
Yeah. He's going to listen to you say the things and then change the map. as you-
I'm going to say that because it's funny, the Tabaxi has a laser pointer, and I'm gonna point to the exact spot on the map.
Yes.
I love it.
I like this.
I feel
I've
like
had-
Tallulah would just kind of reach out and pat it once, and then
Why are you patting my?
I thought there
Here's
was
the
a
point.
bug. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Right there, headed south-southwest.
And you guys have your movement back.
Cool.
Okay, so if it's headed south-southwest and we're trying to go north-northwest,
Maybe we should just keep going north until we pass it and then continue west.
You are
That's-
invisible still. If
Mhm.
you'd like
That's-
to, yeah.
yeah, I think what Esco says is a good idea. We get 5 squares?
Yeah.
Sumerian.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Is there any common knowledge about security features on these submarines for the people? Kind of like the knowledge that non-military people have of submarines and fighter jets and that kind of stuff. Nothing super detailed, but like we know submarines use sonar to detect solid objects.
Mhm.
Is there something like that that's known about the Bregian subs to myself or
It
Rivulet?
isn't known, but it took you guys all of an afternoon to come up with locate object.
Yeah.
If it took you guys an afternoon to come up with locate object, it's probably been come up with before.
Right. But what I'm... Okay, I see what you're saying. It could be that someone came up with it and put it as a permanent effect on the
Right.
ship.
Speaking of, now that you've moved into the range of one
Mhm.
of the submarines,
We're banking on that their locate object is like ours. They're looking for a sub, they're not looking
Yeah,
for a ship.
that's what I'm hoping.
Mhm.
I'd be more concerned if it was sonar than locate object. But
I mean,
they may have
it's there.
adapted
They don't
the
have
spell.
that. Yeah, as far as we know, there's no technological way that
Okay.
they've come up with now. But they do fire in your direction.
Why would they do that?
Because they're poopy heads.
Seen us.
Oh.
Actually, as that happens, I'm gonna take a quick look. They're firing in our direction. I want to take a quick look southeast of us. Does there happen to be something behind us that they are actually firing at?
No. Behind you would be the outlet to the
Hmm.
of the river. And they should be rolling at disadvantage. Let me roll that 20 one more
Okay.
time. On
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I
Same
figured
number.
I'd ask.
Yeah, it's the
Maybe
same
Damn
number.
it!
All right. I can give you some information for your stats here.
Mhm.
You have an AC of 16.
Okay.
Your cannons work with the spell attack modifier of whatever caster is using it. And the way that's going to work is you're going to literally channel your cantrips through it, but it's going to extend the range considerably and make the damage higher, but equivalent because it's going to be the same as casting your cantrip.
I'm just gonna point out that Shape Water's a cantrip.
It's damage cantrips specifically.
Yeah.
5 squares of movement and 150 hit points.
Cool.
Okay.
That is a very large.
Which now
Chunk
you
of hit
have
points.
less than that.
So now, a quick question. We've got the map that I've pointed out where landmarks and stuff are, and they've been
Mhm.
illusioned there, right?
Yeah, there is a map.
On
Okay.
on our map on our on our ship.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I don't necessarily have to stand next to Furloughs at this point. Correct?
Oh, I get what you're saying. No, this is a smaller. This map that's being shown right now is a smaller, sort of almost just this battle-sized map
Okay.
to let you know where your danger is, not a big world map that's showing you where you're going.
Okay.
But you can still use this to give me the direct, hey, go
Yeah.
this way, go that way. You
Yeah.
don't need to stay. If you want to go to a cannon, and
I
then every
can.
once
Well,
in a
I
while,
have the mending cantrip, so I'm wondering if I can go and start
well,
doing repairs as the damage.
I was
going
going
to
to mention, Johnny Jubilee rushes down into the hold of the ship immediately upon hearing the crash of the cannonball that
Yeah.
hit you.
Okay.
Okay, so you can do a 1 by 1 foot area. How big a hole does a cannonball typically make?
Gonna have to go survey it to see.
Okay. Captain, I'll be back.
But you do not hear. You hear actual like hammering, so
Yeah.
he's not casting anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely running down there then.
Cool. Hey, Captain,
So-
should we return fire?
That was so polite.
I think we would know this because Kara would have told us. If we return fire, will we lose invisibility?
You would absolutely lose your invisibility, yes.
Okay. And I don't think we should return fire.
But
Well, they've seen us.
they're seeing through whatever invisibility you have, so
That
Um,
particular one is.
Well,
true.
Essequa,
Mm-hmm.
when you've been able to see invisible things, you have to be fairly close, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a range, yeah. I mean, I'm
Um,
not very good at seeing through, and that's not like kind of like my forte, but generally speaking, the closer you are, the more likely you are to see through something.
Hold fire for just a second.
Yeah,
Let me
okay.
at least try one thing.
All right.
And if they can hold their action, what I'm going to try to do is see if I can get out of range.
Okay. You want to hold. Okay, so that sub went. There are other subs that are moving around you as well. You want to hold your attack until.
Basically, what I'm hoping is
Yeah.
if we can hold the attack, and
I
I'm
get
going
what
to
you're saying.
move, and then
All your ship actions take place on the same turn.
Yeah, so what I'm essentially saying is, can I do our move action?
Oh, right. You want to split.
Yeah,
move
can I do
first.
our move action? Our bonus action will be
Yeah,
do
yeah.
mending or whatever,
yeah, yeah.
and then we'll hold our attack action
Absolutely.
to see if
very
they
simple
fire
stuff.
on us
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
again. Yeah,
Mhm.
if we think that they can still see us.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Absolutely. You can do that. Where would you like to move? You move your ship.
Okay, so I know we need to go
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
northwest.
You can do all your each individual character can do something on the ship up to their own determination during the ship's turn. So
If we're looking at damage cantrips, I just want to throw it out there that skipping stone, my magic stone, might be more.
I was literally just
potent.
typing into our chat that you probably would be the best, and then me second on cannons.
Yeah, but ultimately, I will be the strongest on
Yeah.
cannons because I'll get extra attacks.
Yeah. I just have Sorcerer's Burst, which lets me adjust the
damage type.
type of damage. And it's 2d10? Something like that? Or 2d8, I think.
Okay, so you are moving out of cannon range. You want to see if they pursue, perhaps?
I want to see if they pursue. And so basically at this point, the trigger for us to fire will be, do they move back and do they move at us into cannon range?
Well, I've got some neutral news.
Yeah, so as soon as they move into cannon range. All right, light them up.
And you were holding, so before they go. Who's firing the cannons? I assume.
I
Probably
am
me, but
under
if-
deck repairing.
Gotcha.
But the
So-
question is, do we want other people besides me to be able to fire on the cannons, or is it just gonna be me?
It can be more
Because
than one
that
person.
will
Yeah.
change what I do with this.
Every person that decides they want to get on the cannons is somebody not doing something else, but they get an attack on every turn. So if
Okay.
Essequa and Rivulet are on the cannons, you get 2 attacks.
And
Okay.
do we want to kind of, I guess then the question is, do we want to make this quick?
And you have 2 cannons on the left side and 2 cannons on the right side. You have a total of 4 cannons altogether.
Mhm.
Right now, Karadig is maintaining the illusion. You've got Johnny Jubilee below decks, handling repairs and bailing out water. And Tallulah is repairing. And Furlos is piloting.
Yeah, I think at this point, if the two of you,
I just realized something.
Hmm.
I'm not mending right now.
Oh,
It takes a minute per casting.
that's fair.
So that would take 10 turns to cast
fair.
one.
Do you want
then-
to assist in the repairs? The physical part of the repairs?
I am actually going to use Shape Water to move the water out
that
of the
will
hull.
be extraordinarily helpful, yes.
Yeah.
Because he's not just repairing, he's also like stopping every once in a while to take a bucket up
Yeah.
to dump it out.
I'm actually going to take what's in there, shape it, and push it through the hole and use it like a plug.
Yeah. I'm gonna
While
say with
he's-
that he's gonna be able to repair about 4 times faster.
Okay.
Then yeah, I will. I'll for this first turn at least. I'll man the cannons with Riv.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Both of you guys.
Do you
make
want-
your-
Do you want skipping stones, or do you have a spell of your own that you'd like to use?
I'm curious about stuff. So I'm gonna try and see what a shocking grasp cannon
Oh, nice.
does to a submarine.
2 things. First of all,
That's going to electrify all the water.
It's just a spark.
yeah, but we're
No, it's
a
gonna be
wood
great.
ship.
Oh,
it's great.
but we're...
Uh,
oh, yeah, we didn't have to do the cladding.
Yeah, no, that's actually more important than you guys
Damn.
realize. So yeah, let's just do this. I'm positive. I'm positive Essequa has a higher dexterity bonus, like nearly positive. It's +3.
Same.
Yeah. Furlos is +0. She's...
What's
Rivulet's
Rivulet's?
+1.
+1.
Okay.
Essequa
so
has the highest. She's +3.
Essequa first, then Rivulet.
Okay. Now, is the submarine is made of metal?
It's definitely got metal parts,
Well, that
and the
this-
outside of it is absolutely metal.
Great. This cannon has advantage.
So you guys notice as you're going to go man these cannons, these are not the cannons you started off with about an hour ago. When the ship was improved, some improvements were made to the cannons as well.
So,
But
do we don't have any ethical issues with sinking ships?
They attacked
Just-
us first.
Valid.
Kill
Yeah,
or be killed.
That's the only. That's the. I would not have preferred to fire unless they fired on us. So, we must defend ourselves.
Also, not only did we try to sneak past them, when we were fired upon, we did try to flee, and they
Yeah,
pursued
that's
us.
true.
So that's why I don't feel any ethical quandary here.
Let's go ahead. Oh, you already did it.
I did. That's a 16.
16 hits.
Cool. Good. Great. I'm so glad I rolled with advantage because that other one was a natural one.
It's actually
Yeah.
a 50 because it rolled the 8 and the 1 and added it.
Oh,
all
you're
together to
right.
get
It
16,
is a
but
15.
15 still does hit.
Thanks.
Oh, and that's
Alright.
13 points of 13 points of lightning damage, and the submarine can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. If
Well,
we're
it's more-
going by what the spell says.
Oh, it's worse than that, but go ahead. But I think there's more attacks coming in, right?
Yeah.
So you want us rolling a d20 and then adding our bonus?
Yeah, just roll the cantrip like it's just attack with the cantrip as the cantrip.
Okay. Get my computer.
You're
to
technically
cooperate,
doing more
I am.
damage with the cannons, but the ships technically have more hit points, so we're just making them equivalent.
Got it.
Okay, so we're adding +6 to this. Oh, it's rolling a d12 as well for some reason. Ignore the d12.
It can't be sushi fuel because it'll be cooked from the electricity.
I don't even see what that is. It's so glitchy. So I think that's a 3 + 6. It's a 9.
A 9 would not hit. And that's even with advantage.
Oh no, not with advantage. Sorry.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally have advantage on these guys, but the shocking grasp has given you advantage on this guy.
Nice.
Heck, I know.
So while that's coming through, I'll tell you, you hear, you hear the sizzle of electricity going through the water. It is, what's the best way to explain this?
So
It,
it's an 18.
it's an 18. 18 absolutely hits.
Nice.
Oh, and I'm gonna get 2 attacks. I just realized, but this first one is should be rolling here.
But a humming noise you kind of didn't realize was there kind of dies down to almost nothing after the electricity finishes.
Did I disrupt something with
Yeah.
my own electricity?
Yeah, you've turned their ship off temporarily.
Oh shit.
You found their off button.
I did.
Now their whole ship is having existential crises over their life choices.
There ain't nothing. I can think of a few things more terrifying than being in a submarine with the power off and having no ability to move.
Well, no, you will move. Just
Yeah, well, no
Yeah,
ability, no,
not the
no
way you
self-directed movement.
Sim, I'm gonna just roll this because this is just taking way
Yeah.
too long
Yeah.
today.
Okay,
So that first attack is what, d10 + 3 is 12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack, first one is a miss. Second one is a dirty 20.
okay,
The damage is 9.
okay. So 9 plus what was the first one again? 13,
12.
12. Okay. I just wrote
Nice.
this one. The last shot you hear a
what did we hear?
boom,
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. I'm below decks.
You probably feel it.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I
yeah.
just
What just happened just happened. We all feel it.
like
Let's go
I'm
ahead.
imagining me and Johnny are down there. I'm holding water. He's pressing a board up, and then we just watch like electricity dancing across the opening.
And-
She's like, ah!
And Furloughs, since it no longer qualifies as a submarine, you no longer detect a submarine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Move ship.
I am still going to give that space a little bit of a wide berth because while it's no longer a submarine, there will be debris that is going to take a moment or two to sink. So even though I need to go in that direction, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do that.
Fair enough. Let's move some of the other guys around.
And I'll call out to both Essequa and Riv and say, that was an incredibly effective combination.
You do hear other cannons going off. And at least one explosion. You also start to feel some vibrations. Like your ship is vibrating a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you're picking up good vibration. No, it's you hear a vibration, like you feel your ship vibrate as if something large has impacted something else, or something has imploded or exploded that was much larger than the thing you just blew up.
Oh, so there's been pressure waves
Yeah.
coming.
yeah, okay.
Okay, I thought this was our ship was vibrating from something internal, but yeah, this is pressure waves coming through.
This is from
Yeah.
outside, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's ears pop a little bit, and it's yeah.
That's weird.
That's the sound of another submarine going on an eternal patrol. All right.
Oh!
Keep
Um,
going.
it's your turn again. Yeah.
Is Tallulah still downstairs at this point? Okay, then I will continue 1, 2.
Yeah, if you shout, she'll come up. Well, if you're okay with it, Sim, I would have like pointed a direction that we need to be heading towards before I ran down there,
Yeah, absolutely.
and told her if something changes, call me.
And that's kind of the direction I'm going in, although now more stuff is coming into view. And I'll point them out on the map so that everybody top deck knows.
Okay.
We got another sub and
Can I hobble away for 1 second? I've got to adjust the AC up here. I'm dying.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
we've got a sub to the northeast, and we've got a much bigger sub directly north.
Interesting.
I don't know how better to describe it than that.
There you go.
I think all Fairlos at this point is just feeling a ping from the
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, do we want to incapacitate or... Well, actually, you know what? I'm totally fine with waiting to see if they fire on us, although they probably will. But which one should we prioritize?
Whichever comes into range and fires on us first, I'm gonna try to move away, and hopefully they haven't actually detected us first. But
Okay.
we'll see.
All right.
All
Is it-
right.
Yeah,
I'd like you on that note to make an insight check for us.
Okay. It's a 21.
You were thinking to yourself about whether or not they've detected you yet. It's very easy to send messages between long locations once important information has been found. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably one of the
True.
last things they did before I knocked out their power.
True, which means unless they have a way of detecting us innately, they're playing Battleship, so they know where we were and where the sub last saw us, which at this point was further southeast than us. So is it our turn again?
It is currently your no. You just went, and this is the movement. This is the map as you guys landed here.
Okay.
So this guy is going to immediately try to get into cannon range. But I would imagine that by this point you've probably alerted people and they're probably ready. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, I mean, as soon as they came into my range, that's what I said to them. Is we got this sub on this side and a
So they
much bigger one north.
So if you guys want to take your shots as this one comes, you don't have to. You guys were talking about seeing what they do. They are moving towards you.
I feel like now that we know about how to incapacitate, do we want to just try to do that first and then leave?
That's what I want to do.
Our job is to get to the city, not to man this fight.
Yeah. So I'm all for incapacitating versus sticking around and fighting this out.
So if that's the case, I have no problem with us firing first because we're not looking to kill, we're looking to incapacitate.
Okay. Then I will shocking cannonball.
All right, make your roll.
Do better this time. That is not better. I'm gonna
One and a two.
inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
worth it.
that just means I roll one more d20, right?
Yeah.
That's how inspiration works.
Yes.
That's better. That's
Yeah.
a dirty
That's
20.
All right. Roll your damage.
Not 2d78. Good lord.
12 points of lightning damage. And you again hear that slight little, a hum you maybe didn't quite notice was there. Like, there's still hums coming from all around you at this point. You're starting to come to understand that there are a lot of these ships in the water. But then one of them goes, quiet.
I mean, it's the Tism speaking, but it's when a refrigerator stops humming.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
very familiar.
Or like when you're sleeping and the power goes out and you don't have any lights on, but you hear all of the air conditioning and everything go off.
Yep.
Or when a TV is on but it's not turned to a channel.
I just
then-
hear buzzing.
Yeah.
There's like a real soft buzz anytime I'm not out in nature.
But yeah, it's disabled for the moment. And it starts,
that's all we want.
it starts to sink into the abyss. It's not that deep here, but it is, there is a bottom. And this guy
They've got a couple
here
of rounds to flip the breaker, and yeah.
is going to get to here, and this bigger one, despite not being inside your cannon range, is going to take a shot at you.
Well, it's bigger, so it probably has a bigger cannon range.
Stop it. Don't do that. Counterspell.
Love that damn cake.
And they are firing regular old cannonballs at you. It's with disadvantage, so let's roll that d20 one more time. 20.
Yeah.
14 plus their 7 is still more than enough to hit you. So you take another cannonball. So Johnny is down in the hold. He's almost done hammering the last board in. And then on the other side of the ship, and this cannonball doesn't just go through one wall, but comes in and out the other end.
Oof.
Ow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Oh wait, not my turn yet, is it?
I mean, it is now the ship's turn, so if you'd like to do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop pushing the water over by him and instead cover one of the brand new open holes and start trying to repair
Gotcha.
it the same way he is. Or actually, it might be... Would it be smarter to do that or to have him... Is his repair complete enough to hold but not last?
It's just finishing. It's done.
Okay, so we'll go to opposite holes then.
Gotcha. Okay. He was only able to get it done as quickly because you're holding.
And I'm going to use shape water.
Gotcha.
And then...
Okay.
Yeah.
Riv, do you also
Yes.
have a cantrip that can do some lightning damage?
No, I don't believe so. Double check. No, I don't believe so.
Does it have to be a cantrip?
I making what's the argument for something else? Tell me what you want to do.
Well, as a storm cleric, I have access to a lot of thunder and lightning.
All right.
None of that happens to be of the
do
cantrip
you want to
variety.
channel a lightning bolt or something through the cannon? Is what you're saying?
I mean, now that you mention it, it is a bigger ship, and I have a bigger gun.
All right. Yes, that will do. That will be fine.
Okay.
Would you say they're going to need an even bigger boat?
I'm gonna say that because of the way lightning is gonna work in this particular situation, you're aiming for the ship that just shot you. Your normal cannon range is that little smaller circle, but lightning bolt has a much longer range than most of the other things that you could do or cast. I'd say you can hit that big ship from here if you'd like to use a lightning bolt.
Well, what I'll ask is, hey, Riv, would you please take over driving, and I'll man the cannon?
Absolutely.
Because I trust Riv to drive, and so if we can swap,
Oh, sure. You
Uh,
trust Riv to drive, but not
well-
Tallulah. That's probably
Right.
smart, actually.
yeah,
Very smart, yeah.
yeah.
Let's do a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because it's a submarine.
It is. My save DC is 14.
Oh, well, he's got pretty good chance. Oh, well, nope.
Yeah.
5 plus 7 is only a 12.
Awesome.
So he's going to take full damage from your lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
And
no,
you
you can't do that
can-
as a. Can you?
No, you can maximize it if you'd like. It's up to you.
I feel like since this is the first time I've tried, not just. This is the first time I've tried casting lightning bolt. This is also the first time we've done this that we've encountered this ship and that we've hit this ship. And I think we're all still hoping to disable. So I'm not gonna max it
Okay.
yet. So I think I just cast at the 3rd level. Let me-
86.
let me roll. It's a 29 lightning damage.
Nice.
And that uses how many charges?
What is 29 times 4?
120?
There's 8.
116.
16.
That was close.
116, and let me just double check what I had down for this guy.
I guess it's a good thing I didn't max that.
Yeah.
Fairless comes over to the cannon, puts her hammer down next to the cannon, holds on with both of her hands, stops for a second, grabs hold of the hammer anyway, and then just giant lightning bolt through.
So you have killed them,
Okay.
and 2 other submarines that were in that general area.
They weren't friendly, were
Okay.
they?
And not like you disabled them. They are destroyed.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
You also without knowing it, accidentally did some damage to an ally, but that's not super important. They weren't destroyed because they aren't made of metal.
I mean, it's
Uh,
super important, but if Fairlos doesn't know, then that's gonna help. Okay.
Yeah, they weren't made of metal, so they're not destroyed. The ally isn't, so you're all right.
I look at that whole thing happen and say, well, now I know what happens because I was thinking about it. So now we know.
Now we know.
Although that was pretty awesome.
And
Well-
that was in the direction you needed to go too. So
We needed to make our way clear.
Well, it's pretty fucking
You can't
clear
have any
now.
regrets about this.
I don't have any regrets. That was not exactly what I was hoping to do, but we are in the middle of a war zone, and so here we are. And you know what? This is what I do.
Can I hear that from below decks?
you momentarily see coming into your you don't have submarine on, or you have submarine on. It's qualifying underwater ships as a
quick-
submarine, apparently, because you detect the Chapeau de Cirque.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh. Quick question. Did I hear Furlough's what Furlough's just said from below deck?
I think so. I mean, the way that we're shielded by Karadig, and then the fact that we're in the water.
Yeah.
I'm
Furloughs!
assuming that me just talking is not going to alert another ship. So I'm not being quiet about it.
Okay. Furloughs! Keep in mind what they're fighting for!
I'm well aware.
And if you gonna keep going to the northwest, oh, you don't have to move your ship anymore. There's nothing between. If you go northwest, there's nothing between you and open ocean, which is the direction you were told to go by.
Well, Riv is steering now, so
Right, that's fair. That's the direction you guys were heading, so I'll just assume that you're going to continue going in that direction unless otherwise said. You do pass close enough to the Chapeau de Cirque, maybe deliberately on her part, that you can actually see her and her crew and her captain, and she's just giving you like a big thumbs up.
Good.
I'll just give him a nod.
You do see scorch marks along the side of it. from
Chicks
the
dig
ledge.
scars, it's fine.
But you guys have essentially finessed your way out of the trouble here.
I appreciate that you call it finessed. I would call it brute force. You know what? Fairlos would call it finesse. This is Fairlos's idea of finesse.
this is Fairlos's
And,
idea
Yeah,
of finesse.
yeah.
I think it's a good spot for us to take our break.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and go on break. We'll come back in. Let's call it 20 minutes.
20?
Yeah.
Closer. Yeah, let's call it 24.
24. Got it.
Hooray.
Okay, we will be back in 24 minutes.
welcome back. Jen had to go, but we're gonna get right back into it momentarily. Let's do our credits real quick. Cartography by Shane
God
Peck.
damn it.
What's wrong?
It's that fucking cake.
Oh,
Ah,
I
Man.
really, you know what? Now you've got me curious because I don't normally, because I try not to be distracted, but I have to see what you guys keep talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna load it up. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, we're 1 year old.
and
Okay.
it's a bouncy cake. It's a bouncy cake.
Interesting. Yeah.
You-
Okay.
yeah, everything is cake.
Cake is all.
everything is okay. Well, you guys gonna just gonna take a knife to your ship when they be like, "Wait a second, it's cake."
We've all
No.
been cake the whole time.
Oh my god.
Let's do the credits. Cartography by Shane Peku. Cartography by Shane Peku Sci-Fi. Maps by Luke Stratton. Maps by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek46. Custom tokens by Shane Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by frecklesketches. Logo by Luke McCay. You guys are underwater. You're no longer invisible, but you're underwater, and you already know that visibility down here is basically nothing. So people aren't relying on visibility when they go to search for things, if they are also underwater with you generally, unless they're very close. If you want, in fact, Karadig is going to speak up. I could make us invisible again if you want. I mean,
I feel like it may not be a bad idea once we get closer to the location, but I don't know that it's necessary right now. I think from what I saw below decks, there ain't much moving out around us.
okay, all right.
Captain, what do you think?
I feel like it did help with their targeting, but as far as their finding us, they were using some other method. That was for sure. So it was helpful. I think we would have gotten hurt a lot worse if it wasn't for the invisibility, but at this moment, you might as well save your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go help the with the repairs. We
Yeah,
got-
now
Right.
would be a good time to do some mending.
Yeah.
I'll get back on the wheel though and keep us moving,
That's fair.
so that we are.
The trip from here to Brescia itself is not a short trip. It's not a long trip, sort of a medium trip. It's going to take you, I'd say, underwater, you're moving at half speed, first of all.
Mhm.
Okay.
But you are significantly stealthier, and no one's going to probably notice the approach at all, no matter what you do. It's probably about 5 days out.
Oh wow.
Oh, I didn't realize we were that far away. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not either, but that's
With an
good to know.
underwater trip, yeah.
Yeah.
You could
Okay.
probably you could cut that in half if you wanted to go to the surface, but
I don't. I don't see a reason to.
all it takes is
Oh,
is
wait, no, we're on
one
a
person
timeline.
spotting you. All it
We need
takes
to
is
get
one
there.
person spotting you and sending a message to the right people to know that you're heading in that direction.
There's.
Then maybe we should go invisible again until we're through the war zone.
We need to get there as quick as we can, actually.
Well, yeah, you
Um,
have your father is in prison.
My
currently.
dad's in a cell.
So
Right
then
now.
we surface we surface, go invisible, and then continue.
If it's all right.
Yeah.
That's what-
I mean,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say yeah, until we get out of the ring of fire, so to speak, until we know we're clear.
I think, yeah, we stay invisible as long as possible, and then when we get close to where we're going, we go back under the water so that we are as stealthy as possible. But yeah, for the next couple of days of travel, once we're a couple hours out, we'll submerge again. But yeah, let's.
For now.
I think it's worth taking. Not taking quite that long now that we're past the block. I'm assuming we're past the blockade at this point.
We can say that you are if you'd like to be past block.
I think
I
we're.
would I would not suggest that we surface until we're
Past the-
well past the
Right,
blockade.
yeah.
And Karadig is, once you guys settle down on the idea that you are definitely going to surface, he's not even going to wait for permission. He's going to sit down and start casting his invisibility.
Cool.
You can tell him to stop, but he's going to start.
No. I think we would keep him and Johnny apprised of this
Yeah.
conversation. And
Yeah.
so, yes, as soon as he's done casting, because that was the other thing. I don't think we surface and cast. I think
We
go
cast, then
invisible
surface.
and then surface, so that
Right.
way anyone can't spot us surfacing. So,
Right.
The battle's been going on for a good half an hour at this point.
Mhm.
By the time you guys come up to the surface and you're outside of the sort of blockade range, and you guys can look back and see the Brescian Navy has been kind of obliterated.
I mean, they're going up against a bunch
All
of
the pirates.
All
Not just
pirates.
that. So you guys did. I mentioned the Hivarn Union flags were flying on Morris's, the
Mhm.
privateers fleets. There are regular ships
Yes.
from the Hivarn Union amongst his coterie.
I would like to cast Ascending.
Go ahead.
The target is Duke Jamon. I need something I can say when I see her so that she knows who I actually am and it's not a trick.
Okay, I'm going to ask you above board who you mean by her.
The Queen.
I
Or
don't
Empress.
think-
I'm sorry, it's Empress,
I'm going
right?
to give him an insight to intuit that, but I don't think that's plain enough for him to naturally intuit. So let me give him an insight check.
Okay.
On D20. I think it kind of makes it my decision. I'm going to say he's going to understand what you're talking about then.
Okay.
She will know when she sees you and you tell her your real name. Farewell, Johnny.
All right, so when we get to the city, or when we get to the dock, the port we're going to, I'll take you into the city. We're going to use some back roads. We're going to go through some of the more dangerous areas in town. So, just be real careful if someone tries to sell you something, that you don't get caught up talking to them, because sometimes ne'er-do-wells will use that as a trick to split people off from their groups. Be careful about people in distress in that part of town, too. Don't try to save someone on your own. Go as a group. Safety in numbers in this kind of place. When we get there, we'll head to the school, right? To the university. That's where we're going to be basing out of.
Yes.
That's Farrell's looked to Johnny for confirmation, because that's what
That's
we
the
were
plan we
told that.
discussed, yeah. I have a contact there. I need to make, I haven't heard from him in a little while, but I'm going to make contact and then we should be able to set up in probably one of the dorms, I would imagine.
All right.
It'll be like we never left.
Johnny, has your contact or any of your contacts been able to tell you how much inside the city is business as usual?
um yes, and it's a little troubling what I've learned. It seems that the protesters are no longer being arrested or killed, but rather herded, for lack of a better way to put it, into the university district.
So they're planning to do something to the university district, is what I'm hearing then.
I couldn't tell you one way or the other. My contact didn't seem to have quite uh, understood what he was telling me, but the idea that they're taking all the protesters and cordoning them all off in the same place, not a great sign.
No, because you only have to take out that one location to take care of the whole problem.
Yeah, and it also tells people that it's safe to go there for a time, which is what they've been telling their people. So now everyone is going to the university, and it's not. I don't know.
I've got some contacts in town that I can try to reach with a sending. If
To that end, the rest of the city seems to be pretty back to normal at this point. Protests everywhere except for the university district seem to have died down considerably. Less protests, less crackdowns, less blood on the streets.
So a lot of people pretending everything is fine.
it's easier for it to seem fine than to actually be upset by something that you don't think you can control.
I'm just trying to gauge when you
Sorry,
were
I'm a little
talking.
angry.
No, it's worth being angry about. The reason I ask is because when you were talking to Lula about going through a rougher part of town, it's a ironic statement to give in the middle of what is still essentially a war zone,
Right.
even if it is an underground war zone. If this is something in where they're trying to keep a lid on it and a lot of the populace is trying to go about their business, that's something to keep in mind. In a way, it might make a lot of our plans a little easier because moving about would be a little bit easier because everybody's just trying to act normal. No one's trying to stand out. No one's looking to make any trouble.
Well, now that brings up a concern that I've been pondering. I've got makeup to disguise myself, but I don't know how well it'll work if we run into folks who actually knew me. So, I may have pissed off a few people here and there.
You, Tallulah, I never would have imagined.
I'm charming. But, it might behoove us to hit the theater when we get there so I can raid the costume department and maybe find something to cover my features. Plus, if word gets out that someone who looks like the princess is running around, that might draw a little attention we don't want.
Well, if I understand the plan correctly, eventually that is the word we want
It
to get
is, but we
out.
want to control when that happens.
Exactly. So,
Right, well,
anyone in specific we should be watching out for that would be particularly upset to see you and not necessarily the I'm not talking princess you, I'm
Right.
talking
oh, me.
former you.
Oh,
You.
yes, absolutely. There's a group who hired me to to acquire something, and I did acquire it, but I left with it. And
Are you wearing it right now when you're doing this?
I am.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
we know that you have the ring? Didn't you tell us?
Yes.
And you're like,
I couldn't
you're like,
remember if I
you're like
did or
using
not.
your hand. You're speaking with your hands
Yeah.
when you're describing this.
Yes, and,
And then-
there's
and then
there's a
as-
she wears it on her ring finger too, just
then
to
as
be
you're
extra
doing
shitty about it.
this- And as you're doing this, I'm just pointing at it. The whole time you were gesticulating, I'm just pointing at it. Like,
And so I did tell you.
You did.
Oh, all right then. Those folks probably won't be too happy to see me and might be looking for it. So, we're gonna have to pass through an area that they're familiar with. So, just be ready for some skullduggery.
Well, my first suggestion would be not to wear the ring.
Oh, hell no. It's going away once we get to the city.
This group that hired you, why did they want the ring?
Because laws cannot be passed in Brescia without the seal. They were hoping to overthrow the Empress.
How do they know what the? How do they know that's the right? Couldn't she just make another one?
It's magically imbued.
Asuka, you probably do too, but Karadig immediately hears the word magically imbued and is like, I could identify that.
All right.
Why haven't I thought about doing that before now?
To be fair, I completely just pulled its magically imbued out of my ass because I don't know.
Also, we haven't, like, we knew that's what you went to go grab, but I don't.
Yeah,
We
haven't
never really went into
talked
depth about it.
Yeah.
yeah. I think this is the first time it's come up in like detailed parts
Yeah.
of conversation, other than I stole the signet ring.
Oh, the signet. Oh, by the way, it's the seal of the kingdom.
Yeah, he's gonna take a minute. He's gonna use a regular spell slot for this, and he's gonna cast Identify. What he learns, and that he's gonna communicate to you, is that this signet ring can only be worn by a member of the royal house of Brescia. That is the only magical effect on it.
That would be that would have been a really good thing to know earlier. Why didn't I think to get this identified?
You know what? I'm really glad that we didn't. This is hilarious. This is this redundant piece of information.
The funny thing being, if at any point we wanted to send decoys out and we gave them the ring,
Oh, I could make a better version.
but we would have. No, so Lauren is saying
Oh.
we would have had that moment of, here, take this, go out, and that person would have been like,
like pushing two magnets against.
yeah. And that's how we would have found out.
Karadig is, his scientific mind is sort of racing. And he has to touch it in order to identify it.
Mhm.
He's gonna briefly try and put it on his finger, and he's gonna put it on. It's gonna sit, and then it's gonna fall right off. Like it falls through, like it's ghostly, and then
Oh, that's cool.
Like a magic trick. That's awesome.
Well, I suppose if the name doesn't work, that will.
I guess so. Although that doesn't actually change the fact that why can't people just make copies of it that aren't in? I guess you would know by casting the identity. Oh yeah.
Or you give it to someone who isn't a member of the house. They try to put it on. It falls through their hands. That lets you know it's the real ring. Then you give it to someone who can really wear it. It's a little more cumbersome, but you can at least prove it.
It makes
I
me
am
feel
ass-
better about my forgery skills.
I'm assuming, and I'm looking at Karadig mostly, but I'll also look at Essequa. I'm assuming something so intimately tied to a specific bloodline probably has some very specific blood magic involved.
I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in blood magic, but
Same
maybe.
disease.
I mean, the thing is, it just hit me. It was like, obviously, you could make a copy of it, right? Because the copy wouldn't have the magical effect on it. Someone could put it on and be like, "Haha, I'm the Empress of Brescia." But then somebody would cast. If they know that, if the people in government know that, and you're like, "Hi, I'm the Empress of Brescia," they'd go, "I cast Identify on your ring," and the ring specifically told me that it can only be worn by a member of the Royal House of Brescia, which means that it wouldn't work on another ring. So it is actually. I was at first I thought that's a really terrible security method, and then I was like, no, wait, copies wouldn't ping right.
That may be how they figured out the one I left was a forgery.
Yeah, oh yeah, you left a
Yes.
copy.
Oh, I did.
You really should have identified it earlier.
I really should have. I really should have. I know
I went-
enough about magic to know you identify items that seem to be magical. Why didn't I?
The question being, I wonder how long it took them, because if it was being worn by someone everyone knew was of the
No,
royal house.
it was kept in the vault. It's only pulled out when it's actually intended to be used. It's too precious to wear every day, unless you're someone with no fucks to give.
So when would have been the last time it would have been pulled out? And I think I probably would have addressed that to Johnny, because he'd have the most up-to-date information on that.
The last time it was pulled out was before I left.
Yeah, because Brescia has not passed any new laws since then. The Parliament's been completely frozen.
So it's very possible. I don't know if this is true or if it helps us. It's actually possible they don't know, because if they haven't pulled it
no,
out
they
of the
know.
Someone knows.
They
There's definitely been
absolutely know
rumblings in
because
the
they
government.
took my father.
Oh yeah.
My father came to me and told me that he knew I was the one and that they had found it and they were starting to go through the staff. He was a clerk for the vault. That's how I got it. And so he told me that they had figured out it was a fake, and he gave me my armor and said, "Get the hell out of here."
Did he know how they figured out it was a fake?
He didn't tell me if he did.
It'd be interesting to try to figure that out. I don't know if it's high on our list of priorities, but
I can cast Ascending.
let's hold off for the moment.
All
I
right.
don't know if it's that important, but if they only take it out when they need it, and they wouldn't have passed any laws, and so let's assume they weren't going to pull it out for however long.
Mm-hmm.
They were either going to pass a law, or they were doing something else that required that ring.
Mm-hmm.
And so someone went in there and got it, and that's how they figured it out. And I'm curious about what that situation was.
I can tell you who hired me.
Well, I think that's also a good thing to know, because those people, while they may be mad at you, are our allies. We
One
want
of
the
them.
same thing.
You've seen one of them. You've seen the leader of the group.
The
The
prince we
prince.
met on the island.
No. When we saw the vision of them meeting in Duke Jamal's audience chamber,
Oh, the scrying.
the prince in the room.
Ooh.
I could bring this guy over and show you
He's,
exactly what he looks like.
Yeah, the hot one.
That doesn't
That's
that
my
doesn't narrow it
brother!
down. That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Now you know how Fairlos feels.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was
Is
busy
it?
putting the token together over here, and I was thinking, are you serious right now?
I mean, to be fair, he's a good-looking man, but genetics.
Hey, I never said that you also weren't attractive.
Oh,
Mhm.
thank you.
Also, it's not that you think my brother is attractive that bothers me. He is objectively an attractive tabaxi. That is
Don't you dare
undeniable.
flirt with my brother.
Double standards, huh?
Exactly. Always. Always with Tallulah. But yes.
Move you over to your ship.
But yes. As much as they may be upset to see Tallulah, they are the princess's allies.
I
So
think
we're
the
gonna have to
prince was
have that-
trying to usurp.
Yeah, the second son. Yeah, that's why he wanted the ring.
They're still fighting against the crown.
They are.
And so at
But
this
we'll go
moment, they
from
are
one fight
allies.
straight into another, potentially.
Speaking of one fight straight into another,
Oh, God.
uh,
Well,
Final
Actually, just
Fantasy
bef-
battle music.
yeah, I was gonna say just before that happens, we're gonna have to either negotiate a fight with them anyway, because either we win as rebels and then they attack us, or we win with them.
uh, Furlos, you get a. Actually, no, I would think Tallulah would get this sending. You get a sending from Charles.
Okay.
Right, we left him at school.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
The
he's on
fact
the
he's
ship.
reaching
he's
out to
on-
me, though.
No, he's on my brother's ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was best friends with Essequa and
Yeah.
Dominique when
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
Dominique. So,
Okay.
But yeah, he sends a message and he says, "Hey, so we were at this island. We had this big battle, and now we're gonna go liberate Avalon from the dwarves. Everyone is on board. Lots, and that's the end of it."
I knew he was going to be the type to not get the whole point across.
He got closer than some. I'll give him
True.
that.
It's very true.
He was trying.
Tallulah made all those facial expressions. And I will respond. Oh God, Katie can't remember. What's Furlos's brother's name?
Bro.
Fro.
Fro, thank you. She will respond out loud. You tell Fro he better bring you back alive. And his own furry butt, or else there will be consequences. Do you hear me? Badass.
I kind of had a sneaking suspicion something like that was going to happen.
What?
Fro is
What trouble did
apparently taking Charles and the ship to go liberate Avalon from the dwarves.
By
hoping-
themselves?
No, the Hivern Union's assistance to the Brescian rebels was not unconditional.
I like this condition.
Okay, that's fair.
We owe him. Or at least I do. I won't speak for the rest of you, but
Well,
They-
plus the trading company is going to have lots of stuff to steal, so the pirates were very much on board with that.
oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
More stuff to steal from a trading company, even if they are militarized ships, than there are from a purely military sort of situation. So.
Mm.
Also, at the very least, when it comes to that blockade, you'll have much more heavily armed people on the island able to help.
You
Yeah,
good?
this is fine.
You good,
This
for
is
less?
fine.
Do you want me to send a message to them for you?
No, I think
Fro,
you pretty
Fro
much.
and you have a sending stone if you ever do want to talk to him. But
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but what she'll actually say is, no, I think you pretty much covered it. I wasn't expecting them to get into this scrap and then immediately retire from getting into scraps.
That's fair.
And if he's gonna be in charge of that ship, then yes, his job is the same as mine, is to keep everybody alive. And also, that is a worthy cause to go after. If we weren't doing something incredibly important right now, we'd absolutely join them in that. So I got nothing to add to that.
Hey. I'm proud of them.
Which one?
All of them. That's a big fight to jump into.
But a worthy one.
Very. And they did it for people that they don't even know.
and stuff.
The
And
Havern Union,
stuff.
you mean? The Havern Union or the
I meant your friends, but
I did too.
Oh. Well, all of them know people on that island. They might not know a lot of people on that island. And
They
they
know
might be
people.
more interested in the stuff. I'm not I'm not ignoring that fact. But I think everybody knows people on that island. Some people just choose to ignore that fact.
Well,
Hmm.
the liberation of that island will be if they can break the fleet around Valen, then that's breaking the dwarven fleet on these islands. The rest of them will just be cleanup.
I am assuming they're letting the school know what is coming. And that might be my one regret is I would very much like to be there when the school comes to aid from the shore while this fleet arrives. Because could you imagine us standing on the shore and me casting that lightning bolts up in those ships?
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
By
Now
the
imagine
way,
all of our students and all of our teachers.
we were watching below deck during that fight. I was holding the water up. We kind of had a window down there. I don't know what you did to those ships, but that was incredible.
Lightning.
Well, Essequa pretty much found out that lightning does the trick.
Well, that was a hell of a sight to see.
It's also really good to know that it, I had reservations about lightning underwater, but it turns out when it's channeled through something that sails through the water pretty quickly,
Mhm.
it doesn't have that much of a
Spread.
That reminds me, your cannons aren't supposed to be able to do that, are they? I just noticed, like, I didn't want to intrude or anything. Oh my god, the light!
Sorry,
didn't
I
wanna-
just cast shocking grasp on myself.
I didn't want to intrude while we were in the middle of the fight because obviously that's not a conversation we could have then. But what happened to your cannons? How were they able to do that?
I'm gonna make a wild guess that
Is
I'm
it
gonna go wild guess that when the Fae captain made our ship upgrades and made sure that we could go under the water and that we could breathe under the water, that included that we could fight under
I
the water.
included safely convey. I wonder if he took the liberty of not only ensuring that we would be safe from drowning, but perhaps other threats.
Makes sense. We need to be able to
That's
fight and flee.
I I'm I
great.
want to I want to check out these cannons.
Go forth and check.
absolutely.
Essequa, can you help?
Yes, I knew. Yes, I'm coming. I knew. Yes, let's go.
Before they absolutely leave, Caradig, you know how
Yeah,
you know how to cast lightning?
yeah.
Next time we get into a fight, keep that in mind. It's quite the spectacle.
I mean,
Oh, can I
my-
test something?
Well, what was Caradig gonna say?
my 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 mind is kind of rolling through the possible options. I know lightning, so it doesn't seem like it would work underwater very well. I'm really curious what would happen if I channeled a fireball through one of these things.
I'm here to see that. It wouldn't blow up the cannon, would it?
There's only one way to find out.
There's only one way
It's
to
true.
find out and think about the above water possibilities.
I want
I
to try
don't-
firing off all the different elements and seeing
Hey,
what they do.
Car-
I have a
Carody.
spell that'll let me rotate through all of them, but I can't do a fireball, and I really want to see that one.
Yeah, Caradig, I chose not to learn Fireball because of the situation that I would inevitably find myself in, which is ship combat on water with wooden ships.
Mm.
I would be really, really happy if you let me learn Fireball.
Yeah, because here's what I'm thinking, right? Like I'm thinking about the mechanics of it and the science of it. A
Mm.
fireball creates an explosion, right?
Mm.
So one would imagine if you're all completely underwater, it would create a cavity that then
Ooh.
would immediately collapse back in on itself.
So it'd be like an implosion more than an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I can at least help with a little bit of that because you were under the ship most of the time. You were in the bowels of the ship most of the time. Do y'all remember feeling lots of vibrations and your ears popping a lot?
Yes. What was that?
Every time one of those subs was destroyed, that's exactly
That
what
happened.
happened.
Oh, there's so many options. Besides, lightning bolt's good, but that means we got. We gotta
Hey.
put all the spells through these things.
Yeah. We'll let's put our heads together and our spell books together and come up with some viable strategies for this.
Come up with strategies, come up with a list. When we
Yeah.
stop for the night, we'll go under the water. We'll find ourselves a safe place you can do a little bit of experimenting.
I really want to try a vicious mockery cannonball.
Wait, this cannon. He just finishes casting his identify, which he's been doing whilst this conversation has been ongoing.
Of course.
This cannon's just it's just slightly easier to hit things. The cannon doesn't do anything with channeling magic.
I pull out my revolver, spin the barrel, snap it, and hand it to. I'm going to hand it to Essequa. Can you identify this?
Okay, it's gonna take me 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm wondering if it's similar to the cannons.
Unless somebody stops him, Karadig is going to start trying to tug the cannon out of its position.
Yeah, I'll let him.
Yeah, we're not.
I won't stop him, but I'm assuming he's not going to be able to easily.
He's not. He's going to fail for a little bit, and
Well,
if no one else helps him,
Well, when I see him start to try, I'll say, "Why are you trying to move it?"
I have a theory.
And your theory is
that this cannon isn't the thing that allows you to channel the magic. It's just the
Delivery?
yeah.
the cannonball.
No. I think
No, this is the delivery method. There's something we're doing to
and he,
channel
like,
it, even though we don't
inches
know.
He inches it back just a little bit, and Esqua, you would immediately see there are runes underneath the cannon.
Animated emote of Latia going.
Somebody gif it.
Oh,
Please
so
help.
great.
Please help.
What? Yeah. See that? What that means is it doesn't matter what cannons you put on here. It just needs to be a cannon.
Does it? Are you sure it needs to be a cannon?
Maybe, I don't know, but a bigger cannon would do probably better.
More.
Does it? Well, I will ask the same question in a different way. Does
Could
it have-
I stand there
Thank
and
you.
and pew 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 and
I
do
mean-
better at pew pew pewing?
He looks around the horizon to see if there are any ships in view, which of course there are. There's plenty of ships behind you that are still invisible because the curve of there's no horizon. There's just islands that block sightlines. And so he's like, if we weren't trying to hold our invisibility, boy howdy would I love to test some of these things right now.
Well, and that's why I said come up with a list when we stop for the night, and we'll go under the water, we'll find ourselves a safe place, we'll do a little experimenting, drop the invisibility, you'll make us invisible again, and then we can set up some watches. But
I'm spent on identify, Essequa, but if you could identify that runic patch.
Yeah, it'll take me another 10 minutes.
Okay.
with that, so I'll look at Kara and say, that's a good idea. Help me with this. And then just to make him feel better, I'll ask him to help move the cannon
Right,
out
yeah.
of the way.
The rest of the way.
I will move the cannon.
Yeah.
Aw.
All right, so
He
I guess-
actually starts when he starts. He's pushing in the wrong direction. Like you're
Karadig.
like you're
Yeah.
pulling, and he starts to pull, and he's like, "Wait, no, that's not right." And then he finally stop. Well, it doesn't stop you though. What makes him realize it is that he's just dragged along with the cannon.
Oh, that was your problem. You were just going in the wrong direction. Come on.
And
Okay,
that's
so
where we went.
well, 10 minutes gives me enough time to identify Tallulah's gun.
Yes, the roulette revolver.
Uh-huh.
It allows essentially it allows the casting of sorceress burst through the gun. It's very similar magics actually to the thing that your ship has now on it, on 4 spots on the sides.
Oh. I'm gonna with the cannon out of the way, I'm gonna, before I hand Tallulah her gun back, because I think this is a hilarious mental image, I'm gonna stand on one of the runic patches. I'm gonna like just aim out to sea, but like that one guy in the Olympics who didn't care about aiming at all, like that one guy who was just like, I am in a shooting contest and I am the coolest person here. And then I'm gonna try and do like a cool flippy thingy with the gun and then hand it back to Tallulah. It's just sorceress burst in a gun.
Excellent. Just making sure there aren't any bells or whistles attached.
No, not to my
All
identifiable
right.
knowledge.
How did it compare with the cannon?
A cannon is just a cannon. A cannon is just a cannon. I
Okay.
mean, your gun is a gun with a sorcerer's burst in it, but the cannon is just a cannon. It's really and I'm like, I'm standing on the runes, casting identify on them through my feet.
That is amazing.
And I'm working on this right now.
She's 10 toes down casting.
10 toes down.
The tail is just gently touching every single rune around. It's like this one, this one, this one.
And it essentially, this enchantment does require a cannon of some kind to be placed on it, and the cannon has to be magical of some kind. Mundane cannons will not work with it, but any magical cannon placed upon that runic spot, it doesn't matter what magical cannon it is, what size it is, will allow the channeling of any spells of 3rd level or lower through the cannon. Now, let me be clear. The current cannon you have allows a channeling of 3rd level or lower.
Right.
If you had a bigger cannon,
right, like you said, better cannons, better.
yes,
Okay. So yeah, I'll
would
say
allow for even higher level spells.
So it's a good thing I didn't upcast that lightning bolt, or probably would have exploded in our face.
probably. So yeah, so this is interesting. So the runes only allow for cannons, but they also only allow for magical cannons. So I don't know if we knew this, but our cannons are magical.
I wonder if...
Which is cool.
That's very cool. I wonder if they were magical when we got them.
They were not magical when you got them. They look different now than they were when you got them.
They look shinier. They glow.
Oh, he must have upgraded those. I'm gonna bake that baking a cake.
But yeah, and the cannons that we have now allow for 3rd level or lower spells to be cast. In theory, if we had better cannons or bigger cannons, we might be able to do more spells, and that would be cool.
That's also good to know, especially when you're coming up with your list of what you want to try.
Although I will say these cannons currently, what's your gasp?
One of my favorite spells is 3rd level.
Okay.
Shatter.
Shatter. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shatter would be devastating. Oof.
Now you have 2 on each side right now. The size of your ship is such that a bigger cannon of like a higher size would probably cause you problems.
Yeah.
If you had 4 of them, you might be able to upgrade and have 1 on either side.
Wouldn't we need to do 2 so that the ship is balanced weight-wise?
It's the way they are.
Side.
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, at that point, do we really need bigger, or at that point, are we...
The spells we have up to the 3rd circle are pretty potent.
Yeah, I mean that's enough to get off a decent lightning bolt or a decent fireball or a decent
Good
secret third
shatter.
thing.
Shatter?
I mean, not just a decent lightning bolt. If I'd wanted, that lightning bolt could have done a lot more damage.
I wonder, how would it work if you cast a lower spell as though it were a higher spell? Like if I
I think
cast a second level.
I really want to find out.
I
yeah,
do
I mean
too.
I'm gonna assume
I
that
don't
third
want to blow up our ship because we're in the middle of something important.
Oh, no, I think we'll be fine, and I can make an Arcana check to verify this, but it just says third level or lower. If we're upcasting something, but we're only upcasting it to third level, I think the cannon should be able to handle that.
No, I'm saying like you take a spell that starts at second,
Mm-hmm.
but you cast it at fourth. The spell itself
Oh,
is
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa,
second
whoa, whoa.
circle spell.
I
You're just
see.
increasing the power that goes into it. So would that cause a problem in it? Would it be too much power for it to process and expel? Or would it work?
That's a
What you're going to
good
pick up from your
question.
identify, it's not going to actually fully answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh shoot, I had something I was about to say and then I lost. Oh, right. Only spells that deal damage can be channeled through this rune.
That
Which makes
also
sense.
makes sense. Yes.
Um,
Okay.
it's something that we can check. My guess is upcast into something that the juice required is something this cannon cannot.
Squeeze.
Exactly.
Right.
It's less about what the spell usually can do.
It's more about the
and
power you're putting into it than the rank of spell itself.
yeah, I can't say for certain, but
Right.
that is my guess.
And
with
that's
the
what I
way-
lean towards as
Like
well.
maybe a third level spell, like third level spells and lower are cannonballs that are 8 inches in diameter, whereas the power of a fourth level spell is a cannonball that's 10 inches in diameter.
Right.
It will not fit through the end of this cannon.
Right. That makes sense. I like that answer. That's a good answer. It's like you've studied magic or something.
And counterspell.
I'm sorry, wait, it can counterspell?
Yeah. That's the one non-damaging spell that can.
You know, I did when we were getting attacked. I did look at my reactions of like, I've got absorb elements, I got this, I got this. What could I do for mitigation? But nothing that I
Oh.
did would have worked in
Hold on.
general.
Hold on. What if you time it right and there is a spell coming at you, you fire a cannonball that has absorb elements on it, and it redirects some of that energy back into the ship that it came from? I would spend many study hours trying to figure out how to make that happen.
Absorb elements works because it deals damage.
Here's
I
the
don't have to spend
question.
study hours.
So that
If
was
it's
my
psychic
question.
damage, does it affect the ship?
So wait. Before we move on to psychic damage, because absorb elements has qualifiers, which is
Yeah,
one of the reasons.
I know.
So first off, it wouldn't have worked because those cannonballs were not doing acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage.
Right.
Now let's
That's okay.
assume, yeah, let's assume we're getting attacked by someone who's doing acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder cannonball damage. Yes, it captures some of that energy, but it's my next melee attack is when I do the damage. Does it still work?
I've putting in the thing that as long as a spell's some element of a spell can do damage, then the spell can be cast through the cannons.
Okay.
So it would basically be we're giving our ship the equivalent of a monk's deflect attack.
Here's the thing. I
little
just
bit.
figured
Yeah.
out what I think would be a non-lethal first circle spell that might disarm the crew.
See?
Dissident Whispers.
Just whispers.
It might prevent the crew from being able to focus on the ship itself. And instead of putting them into a situation where they may not survive, all of the systems would keep running. They just wouldn't be able to stay in the fight. It's a good way to disarm a ship and make a getaway if we don't want to hurt anyone on board. More than a little.
I think this requires more sit down time than we have right now above the table because we're
Yeah. I really am interested in learning about all this, but I think I'm most interested in Fireball. So we'll wait for tonight and possibly try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And so
This is
yeah,
gonna be
for
fun.
later, I'll make it a point as I am, like the hour or two before we would weigh anchor, I'll submerge and I'll go find a place that not only would be safe for us to basically anchor for the night, but also would provide a place that they could target practice. I'm just putting that out there for later. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can we wait to do these experiments until after we get there? Or once we're closer, because we're out in the middle of nowhere right now, and if this goes wrong and blows up the ship, we're kind of fucked. There's no
That's
one to
fair.
rescue us.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I think that we could definitely do some of the exact parameters of the way this works. As long as we follow those, we should be fine. It's just when you guys want to try and test something like a higher circle spell.
That's what I'm talking about, is the higher spells.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that at all. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't test that at any time.
I thought Fireball was one of the higher
or at least
ones.
not on the ship.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and Fireball's just 3rd level, so that should go through no problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I agree. We keep it within the parameters that we know are safe. And but no, otherwise that was kind of the exact reason I wanted to do it now, is we are technically out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
no,
the
that makes
chances are
sense in that case. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I trust that the list of things you want to experiment with will be within the parameters of keeping us safe.
I'm just gonna go through Sorceress Burst and try each of the types. Just to see what they look like.
You know, I wasn't expecting you to seem more scary on that cannon than the wizards, but all right.
I have less common sense than the wizards. That's the problem.
No, you've probably got more common sense than me because I just want to fireball everything.
Survival instinct?
Maybe.
Uh.
Well.
All right, let's see it. Go ahead, Kara.
Let's assume that we move ahead.
I mean, that's up to you, DM. If you're okay with that, then we can. Unless there's something else anyone else wants to do.
You guys want to do? Let's do a couple of tests. There is a fairly large tuna-sized fish floating nearby, and Karadig gets on the cannons, aims for it.
Oh,
can I
having for
grab
dinner
his
tonight.
shoulders before he casts?
Yeah.
Nothing living.
Oh, I thought that's what we were having for dinner tonight.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
rock back that way.
But
Tuna.
I was gonna make dinner, but all right.
All right.
I mean,
tuna.
Don't your people? Don't get me wrong. Don't your people fish for food most of the time?
We do. I just feel like we've done a lot of killing today.
Oh, okay. Well, we could just eat some rice.
No, it's all right.
Also,
I'm-
Tallulah, I don't think you can experiment on some of the things that you were going to experiment on unless it involves a creature.
Well, that is going to happen. Yes, that's a good point. So I just don't intend to kill things.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I cast fireball. Which are the verbal components for his version of fireball.
Yes.
Karadig,
Fearless can't help but smile a little bit at that.
Karadig
That's
was
funny.
already my favorite NPC, and I have a lot of favorite NPCs, but Karadig is now again my favorite.
He is amazing, and I love him.
The cannonball goes out, and it looks just like a normal cannonball with like a tiny little bit of a red glow around it.
Mm-hmm.
Hits the tuna fish. there is basically nothing salvageable left of the giant tuna that he just hit.
All right.
Well, Mhm.
So there was an implosion. We need a new tuna. Perhaps one that we don't. You know.
We could just here. You know what?
I'm gonna move to one of the cannons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start to keep an eye out for sharks.
Ooh.
And there's a couple I'm really
Shark's too tough.
curious about. I want to look for. We'll look for another tuna. I imagine they probably travel around each other. I don't actually know. I'm gonna look for a tuna or swordfish or shark.
Yeah, some big fish.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A fish we can get steaks off of.
Sure. There is a sizable white shark that is currently going through the water nearby. I will say these animals are not as endangered in this world as they are in the real world.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
That is
If we're
good
gonna eat this,
clarification for us.
yeah. If we're gonna eat this one, I'm just going to try fire damage.
okay.
So,
As opposed to
let's see.
fireball damage.
Roll to hit. Since we're eating it, otherwise I'd try some of the other ones.
AC is 11.
That's a 10.
Oh, AC is 11.
Dang it.
I'll try again.
AC is going up to 13 as it reacts.
now
to you
knows.
and leaves.
That's fair. Fire roll. Okay, that's better. Dirty 20. Or no,
Okay.
24. Sorry.
You do hit it. What's the damage?
Damage is going to be it's 10, I think.
You damage it. Consider.
Oh, no, it didn't roll. I'm sorry. That's better. 12.
Okay, still below 14. You damage it considerably.
Mhm.
It is leaking blood and trying to get away, but it is sort of having some trouble at this point. You have wounded it considerably.
All right. I'm going to do one more. Let's try. No, because that will rot the meat potentially. I'm going to try radiant damage.
Okay.
I think I have radiant on here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, psychic. Not radiant, psychic.
Are you going to vicious mockery this
No,
shark?
it's just a straight psychic bolt.
Oh, okay. What's it called?
Sorceress burst.
Mind sliver?
And there is
Oh,
a
right.
spell
Yeah, I
called
forgot.
psychic. Or there's a
Yeah, you can
damage
just
type
do
for
that. You
psychic.
can just do psychic with sorcerer's burst. I
Oh,
forgot.
wait, that's the damage. Let me see if I hit. Hang on.
For some reason I thought it was only elementals, but yeah, it's all.
This is. I clicked the wrong one. Psychic roll. My to hit is going to be a 23.
Okay,
Wow.
that hits. You need to do 2 more damage.
It was
so-
14 damage.
And that's psychic damage.
Yep.
I
Does its
guess
head
it's-
explode?
Yeah, I guess you.
I think I got it. I'll be
Yeah.
back. I'm gonna go jump off the ship and gather the tuna.
Well, while she's doing that, Essequa, you
This-
got your eyes on
yeah.
anything you want to try?
No, I'm good.
Please go to the opposite side if you're gonna fire another cannon.
No, I've seen lightning bolt. The only other one. No, I mean I could catapult, but that's just cannon fire.
That's it's canon, but extra. No,
It's Inception cannons.
I had to be kind of
I-
picky with the damage types because necrotic, we would not want to eat. Poison, we would not want to eat. Acid, probably ruin a lot of the meat.
Mm-hmm.
Ice was interesting. Freezing damage was interesting, or cold. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that? one?
Yeah. So now you bring back what's left of the shark. Most of its body is intact, and there's more than enough here for probably a couple of days worth of eating if it's cooked alongside. Are you have a thought? What is
I
it?
do. Is there a rock outcropping?
Yeah.
I want to, when I get back on the ship, I'm gonna give Kara the shark carcass.
Mhm.
I want to go back
Sharkus.
to the canon, and
Sharkus.
I am going to cast Sorceress Bolt again, but thunder damage. I want to
Okay.
see how the thunder damage differs from the lightning damage.
Well,
Because
what I
that
can
sounds
have
like
a good
force versus
Yeah,
then
electricity.
I'm gonna say
we'll
two
have a good
things.
idea of how shatter works too.
Uh-huh.
First of all, I want to properly acknowledge Latia's pun.
Mm.
Say that again so everyone can hear, please.
Sharkus.
Yeah, a shark carcass. Yeah.
Sharkus.
A Sharkus.
And two.
Mom, what are we having for dinner? Sharkus.
So one thing you know is that sound. I'm sure all you know this. Sound travels very well underwater, much better than it does through air. So you do a thunder damage attack on something, and the noise is almost deafening.
Fairlos is kind of built for underwater battle.
You don't
Yeah.
take damage, but you get the inclination if you fired a little closer or a little bit more damage, there would have been bleed through.
There would have been what?
Bleed through.
Bleed through damage to you
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, there's a reason that I looked at Thunder Wave and I went, no.
Yeah, because
Good
that's
call.
not just gonna go out; it's gonna come back.
Yeah, or it's at the very least going to be way too close. The
Yeah.
clap, yeah, oof.
It's a reverberation too, so it bounces off of stuff and does come back, like
Yeah.
Latia was saying.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on Sharkus.
Yeah,
You're
and
welcome.
I think Sharkus is where we can end our episode.
Yes.
A Sharkus by any other name.
That'll give you guys opportunities. You probably don't have anything else, but if you want to, you have a whole week to think up additional tests for the start of the next episode.
There will be
I
more
thought you were gonna
tests.
say additional puns, but I mean I can do that too.
For sure. Yeah.
Come up with additional puns for the additional tests.
It's fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get everything open here. Let's do the credits one more time. Cartography by Shane Peku. Cartography by Shane Peku Sci-Fi. Math by Luke Stratton. Math by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek46. Custom tokens by Shane Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by Frecklesketches. Logo and character art by Luke McCay. Don't forget that we will be opening up both our Patreon and our Discord this week. So be on the lookout for that. You can look on Twitter, and we will, of course, announce it again next week in case you miss it in the middle of the week. And probably have links, I'm thinking, for chat. Probably.
The way it will work is they will have to either be a Patreon person or a subscriber.
But a link, like a command they can put in chat to get to the Patreon, probably.
Yeah.
I'll put one together. Yes, absolutely.
And I have a start playing game every Wednesday. Katie is one of my players. You're gonna be here this week, right?
I don't know. Will I? Yes.
Okay, you are okay. And
I've gotten better painkillers now. So.
Oh, okay. I was a little bit worried about that, but yeah. So Katie is in our game, and if you want to play with me and Katie and a couple of other people, we
Very
have a
cool
game going.
people.
Very cool people.
I've been following the
they're in our chats
Discord.
right now. They're in our chats right now.
They are.
Wow.
I know.
I assume they're in our chats. They're very
They are
very awesome people. And yeah, that's about it. Like I do have on the SCP Wiki, for some people who follow me from there, I posted a ultra short story, 218 words, about a guy whose body is slowly coming back to life.
It's good.
How the rest of the world is going to react to the fact that everybody is slowly coming back to life everywhere.
It's good.
Hmm.
Hi, folks. Are you done?
Yeah. You go.
Okay. Yeah. Go vote for his story if you're an SCPer because it's really good. But I am. Thank you for being here, everybody. Much love as always to our mods and our viewers. You guys are awesome. You gave us hype trains, gift subs. You are wonderful. Thank you so much. And we had a couple new folks come in tonight. So hi, thank you.
Yay, new folks.
Let's see. Oh, hey. So I'm going to go ahead and announce something now that I got clearance to. Starting in November, October, sorry. Starting in October, I will be appearing on a new stream called Shadow City Mysteries. It is a TTRPG setting that is system agnostic, but we're going to be playing it in the D&D 5e setting. It's a let's see, how would I describe this? It's a steampunk noir fantasy game, I guess, set in a gritty city. So it's going to be really fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. We've got an amazing cast. You can go to my socials, and I will be talking about it this week. So that's my big announcement.
Before I forget, I forgot to actually sell what the topic of my start playing game is.
Oh yeah, you should mention that.
When you mentioned what your game was about, I was like, I probably should have done that.
Yeah.
Right now, the players are attempting to stop the assassination of the Hivernian Union's president.
Oh,
Please do that. I would appreciate that.
That's it. We'll leave that as the little hook.
gasp.
Yes. And
Argon's
weirdly
gonna
enough,
be-
that does
yeah.
transition to me.
It does.
Yeah. Fairlos would like you to stop the assassination of the president of the country she comes from. Lauren says hi and thank you for joining us for this lovely game that she always loves playing. And I'm going to stop talking about myself in the third person. If you want to see what I'm doing, go to my website, lauren-urban.com. That's also my blue sky because sometimes synergy. You can see me on Fridays on the Crit Hit Chronicles channel playing Shadows over Baldur's Gate, where I'm playing a Dragonborn ranger rogue who is from the Feywild and is everything that Fairlos would hate. And before this game,
Oh, you're playing Tallulah.
oh, worse. No,
Yeah, I just
she's yeah.
That bad?
I love her so much, but she's
Dude,
chaos.
terrible
She's
chaos. Terrible characters are the most fun.
She's lovely. She's just we built a bastion and our healer made a hothouse that included a lot of poisons, and so of course Udazash had to try them all.
Mhm.
And not tell anybody that she has lesser restoration, so it was okay.
You know, like you do.
Like you do. I mean, why
The
Why would they-
best learning comes through experience.
yeah, why would they panic? I know what I'm doing. Of course, I'm not going to try anything poisonous and not be able to not be poisoned. All right, fine. I will go eat some charcoal. That's my other character. So yes, and then you can also see me on Sundays before this game on the Dungeon Scholars channel playing Baldur's Gate 3 with my other Dragonborn cleric, who's more like Fairlos. We're in the final bits of Act 3. And yeah, we're getting towards the end. We're getting towards the end of the game. I don't know what I'm gonna do when the game ends. And
Start again.
I mean, maybe, except the whole point was to play with Orkira, and so we'll see.
You could do a Dirge or Kira run.
Or Kira's stuck in a time loop.
Orkira's she would be so pissed.
Oh, she'd be so angry.
But it would also be like 100% on brand. And then because she had to leave, I'll just say you can find Jen at Dream Wisp on the Blue Skis, and you should go follow her on the Blue Skis because I believe that there is going to be something that she is announcing this
She
week.
said she has a big
definitely-
announcement.
She said she's going to have a big announcement.
Big announcement.
Want to be
Absolutely.
there when
Yeah.
it happens.
And you know what? Even if she doesn't have a big announcement, you should go follow her on the Blue Skis anyway.
Because she's
Thank you,
kind of
that's me.
awesome.
And a tiny little bit of Jen. And now it is Latia.
It is me. Hi, everybody. It is me, the Latia Jaquise, because that's me. I'm going to be at Gen Con this week. If you are also going to be at Gen Con this week, come to the Lucas Oil Stadium, the West Concourse, because that's where D&D will be hanging out, and therefore where I will be hanging out in my really cool hat. Inspiration to whoever brings me a Diet Coke, because that is just the thing that's done at conventions
Do you
when
realize
I'm there.
how many Diet Cokes you're going to be getting?
Okay, I
Yeah,
hope.
that's the point.
I need to see a picture of Latia like surrounded by six
Surrounded
packs
by
of Diet Coke. Like
Please.
All of
I
her
want
furniture is just going to be Diet Coke cans.
Seriously.
I'm here for that.
And to be clear, I literally only ever ask for like a can or a 20-ounce bottle. However, I will not refuse an offering of more. But also, this may not be relevant at all because I do believe that Lucas Oil Stadium is a Coke venue. So I think we're good. It used to be I would go to a lot of conventions and they were Pepsi venues. And so I'd have people sneak Diet Cokes in for me. And those were my favorite people in the world. But
Sneak like there's going to be like what the Pepsi people wandering
Pepsi
around being like,
police, the
No,
Pepsi
there
police.
are some venues that are very specifically licensed and contracted to particular food vendors, and they
oh
will
yeah, I
not
get that.
allow you to bring outside food or beverages. So if it's a Pepsi venue and they see you with a Coke, they will take it from you or kick you out.
Yeah,
then I'll
under penalty
cry.
of the Pepsi military.
It happened just recently at a book convention. I've gotten really into book talk drama recently.
Fair.
They're messy.
Anyway.
I love it.
Sorry, Latia, didn't mean
Latia,
to.
you weren't
That's
finished.
okay.
Yeah, you
No,
weren't
that's-
finished. I just was just like the Pepsi police. What?
They'll find you. But no, I'll be at Gen Con all the days. So if you see me and my cool hat, which will be a blessing and a curse because it's going to be very shady, but also that area in my hat is going to get real hot.
Oh.
So I'll just have to be careful and whatnot. But yeah, if you're going to be at Gen Con, find me in my cool hat. Come say hi, take a picture. I like pictures. I like hugs. I like handshakes. Whatever you're comfortable with. That's where I'll be.
And with that, I'm actually I'm gonna test something out. I want to throw in fun facts at the end of the episode.
Okay.
I got two of them. One is related to the episode itself, and one's related to the conversation we just had. Some of them you probably already know. One is that did you know that when it's kind of macabre, but when a submarine sinks or never comes back, that the U.S. military generally Navy doesn't actually really list it as missing in action. They say it's on patrol, just always. It's just always on patrol.
Yep.
So when I said eternal patrol in the middle of the game, that was a reference to that. But the other thing is, Pepsi actually did have a Navy once upon a time. They bought they when they wanted selling Pepsi in Soviet Union. Soviet Union's money wasn't going to be good enough to pay for it, so they gave them a huge number of decommissioned Navy ships that they were supposed to scrap them for money. But
oh my god!
for a very short period of time, I believe they had the third or fourth largest Navy on Earth.
Oh my god!
That is
surprise me.
amazing, but I still hate Pepsi.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Capitalism, everybody.
I have another. I'm not entirely too sure how true this is, but this is one of the reasons I think why the taste of both Pepsi and Coke.
I think I told you this, and yes, it is true.
Yeah. Okay, so then one of them, and I don't remember which one, so you'll have to
Pepsi
correct me.
was made up north.
Okay.
That should give you the clue.
So Pepsi being made up north was meant to be drunk warm?
Cold.
Cold. Okay. So Pepsi was meant to be drunk cold, while Coke was meant to be drunk warm.
Yes, because they didn't have refrigerators. And so it was easier to formulate the northern one to be tasty when it's cold. And the southern one, I mean, you would have to chip ice when it was initially made. So it was made to be drunk warm.
But that I also find that interesting because I'm a Coke drinker. I don't drink Pepsi.
Because you're a good person.
Thanks. But I find that interesting because like Coke is one of the things that I will drink when it has gotten warm.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it. I still prefer to have it cold.
Yeah.
But if I've left a can of Diet Coke out, I will drink it rather than just pouring it out. So I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
And with that,
I
don't have an outro yet, so try not to die. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.